So next question is centered around AI on board. So how do you envision the potential impact of AI on improving efficiency in maritime operations, and how might these advancements make the industry more appealing to the public?
3, 2, 1, talk to me.
SMOU production.
Okay, I think I can start here, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
So I think first of all we should acknowledge that AI in whichever industry is a great tool, right? It improves efficiency, it can lower down costs, and also it can improve safety as well in certain aspect. So for shipping, right, AI can, or rather has been used recently in things like cargo management, port operations, and also things like route optimization. From a tanker point of view, right, I would say I will give a simple example. What if AI is present on board and is inbuilt into our class approved lodicator? Basically, a lodicator is an instrument on board that allows the chief officer to plan for storage of cargo, right? To plan for the storage and also loading and discharging of cargo. So currently, what the industry is doing is the chief officer is going down to the CCR, cargo control room, and manually inputting numbers to see if this storage plan is approved, with regards to stability, with regards to draft restriction, and whatever. So what if you can have AI on board that asks you how much cargo you want to load, what type of cargo is it, right? So based on that particular density of liquid cargo and how much you want to load, the AI does everything. So that will really saves the chief officer a lot of time. And it's not only the chief officer, because when the chief officer goes down to do that, somebody has to take over him on the bridge. That usually happens to be the third officer. So it improves efficiency. It's faster, and it can be safer as well.
Yeah.
Chief officer can get tired, AI cannot get tired. Yeah, so that's my point of view. But how is it appealing to the general public? I believe it's more towards current seafarers. It will be appealing to current seafarers, not to the general public. That's my opinion. Yeah.
Yeah, so in your, like, to summarize, it's more productive and more efficient. Definitely, it saves a lot of time and work. And also, I mean, definitely seafarers cannot be replaced by AI and all, but it can help them so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's an important point, because it will not 100% replace.
Yeah,
It's not a job
definitely.
replacement,
Correct.
but it's a job enhancement
Yeah.
or augmentation. It's meant to help us. Yeah. I don't think, I mean, if you want to talk about autonomy, I think that's a whole different topic
Yeah, that's
altogether, right?
definitely different.
Like what I would mention, the AI is good, but also you need human factors. As in, what if there is some damage in the cargo hull itself? What if there is some limitation on loading the cargo? That doesn't input in during the, let's say, the loading area, and then how is the state of the cargo hatch of the cargo hold? So all of this, you need human factor and human decision based on their experience. So if this is not, and then the AI would able to do that, but also you need the seafarers in to assess the current situation, the current.
I think essentially a human oversight.
Yeah, oversight.
Yeah,
Right.
a human oversight. So somebody that can make the final call and see if it's safe. If
But
it's,
it will be really helpful in loading cargo.
Oh,
I would
yeah,
really, I would love to see that.
no, I think more than just cargo work, it just makes sense for AI to take over with simple things like paperwork, right? Dealing with agents,
Yeah.
simple things like paperwork and all that. So if AI were to take over, it would just be a godsend thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You won't believe the amount of paperwork we have to do on board the ship.
Yeah.
It's not because we are seafarers, we have to run the ship, but the amount of paperwork, I tell
Because
you,
each
is,
country have their own type of paperwork,
Yeah.
and it's very detailed to their own
Yeah.
countries.
if you don't do it properly, you get
Yeah.
fined thousands and thousands of dollars. Yeah. So it's stuff like that that wears people out on board. So I think, like what they say, it's AI is here to stay, no doubt. But how well it can be implemented into our industry is not for us to go and develop a software like that. It's a matter of who can go and do it to help us, Yeah. Because
They will also assist us in the training, in a way.
Mm.
Maybe. Yeah, in the training.
I think for us also, like for seafarers, right? I mean, not for us, but generally seafarers in general, they need to there will always be someone out there who doesn't trust this software or trust new technology. They will
Doubters.
they will doubt the technology. They will hang on to the old ways. Yeah, is definitely there, no matter where you go. So that, like now, for example, we are all shifting towards paperless active chart, electronic charts. But there will always be someone out there who will ask you to
Use the old
go
charts.
and order charts
Yeah.
when it's not required.
Until
For you.
next year, lah.
Yeah,
Thanks,
like
until-
something, just a simple example like this, you know. So for AI, you know, we can say that it can help us for cargo planning, cargo management and whatnot. But there will definitely be someone who said, no lah, cannot trust.
People the old way.
Yeah, then they will force you to go and do the old way, or the what they used to learn last time, that kind of thing. So it will also in turn add on to our workload. When it's meant to help us, but it's piling on to our workload as well. So if we go back to the topic of like port papers, the admin work, yeah, you know, it can help us. Then someone will come and say, go and double check. Go and print out and then double check. Use the pencil and tick, circle which one is right, which one. Then, I mean, okay lah, you know, you can understand where the person is coming from, but it defeats the purpose altogether. Yeah.
But personally, in your own experiences, are most ships technologically advanced when it comes to like AI and stuff? Do they have it on board, or do you still think they can do better?
Currently, AI on vessels.
It's very rare. I do have AI programs on board, but it's not as comprehensive. We do it a lot for bunker management, so bunker optimization, route optimization, and all that. But as far as the operations of the ship is concerned, it's not a lot of AI going on. Yeah, I'm not sure about
No,
the
for
ships,
me,
yeah.
based on my experience on dry docks, on offshore vessel, on maybe the yacht also, not really, but it's hardly a presence of AI there yet. Yeah, because it's really still not say old methods. It's not so not so mundane, not so old school. There are the current technologies on board, but it's not as advanced as AI yet. Yeah.
For me, maybe I don't know how to identify what is being done by AI, what is not being done by AI. So, but at least to my limited knowledge, I don't think it's present on board yet lah.
Like for now, I can see, let's say, one of the vessels that require most of the technological stuff, I would say, the heavy lifting vessels. So the latest one I see is that where the chief mate will just press some buttons and then ensure that the valve are open, same as engine room, right? When you're chief mate in CCR also, those are the advanced one that we have, because last time we used to go down to the valve itself and open it manually. Now I would say in advance of technology, they will do it just by pressing a button. Yeah, if not we have so now we have to go down and do it manually. So that is pretty advanced for us. Yeah.
You have to understand, like for us, like sometimes even the gauges that we have on board, we cannot trust the gauges also. So that's why the mistrust that we have for equipment sometimes stems from all of this, you know, like simple gauges to show you the draft of a vessel. Sometimes you cannot even trust this kind of gauge, whether it's correct or not. Then that's why we have to go down to the shore to check the draft of the vessel. Yeah, so it's simple equipments like this that don't really work as well. So how do we progress from here to AI when it wasn't done properly before? You know, their predecessors were not the foundation is not right already.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, we really hope that we can work more on the AI and digitalization front for seafarers on board, you know, especially from personal experiences and your hands-on experience. Yeah, I think the industry should really work on that, work towards that, and accelerate. Yeah, because it's definitely slow moving.
Yeah,
Shipping
actually,
is
if you think about it, the maritime industry is a bit more slower as compared to the other industry, right? So yeah, I think AI definitely has entered the industry. It definitely has, but I think for it to have a strong footprint here, it would take about half a decade or so more, 5 years or so.
It won't really affect vessels or like maybe the operation side, but it has effect on the weather routing, on your data planning. Those who are not really involved directly on the vessel itself, or more like advising the vessel, those have
Maybe
entered
not
in.
on front line,
No,
but back end operations.
Weather forecasting all is
yeah.
run by AI.
Yeah.
So you definitely feel, all of you definitely agree that after the COC one, if you upskill yourself and do further studies, then you can do good in the industry. Means like have a better job, better position.
You will stand out.
You will stand out in that way.
With your seafaring background, you already stand out. But doing something extra, you will stand out even more.
It's like a bonus in a
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
Okay, that's nice to hear. Yeah.
I think a lot of people, I mean, it's a COC 1 is what, equivalent to a degree or something, right? Yeah, it's equivalent to a
it is.
degree.
Yeah.
So to those seafarers who get a COC 1, you already get a so-called bachelor's degree, right?
Yeah.
Then, I mean, what's the next step for you? You need to ask yourself. Do you want to stick with a bachelor's degree? Or do you want to get another degree, a double major, or something else,
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so if you go back in time, when you're 21 years old, will you still pick this as your career?
If I go back in time, because if you want to go back in time, right? Why you laugh? If I go back in time, right, that current setting of the economy might be different. Okay, and then I would say yes, I will still pursue, but I will pursue it much faster. Because that time there are not much of a requirement or regulation as these days, especially post COVID. I tell you, yeah, there were a lot of paperwork. But along the way, you can see this improvement of regulation is needed for the industry, which add benefits more. If not, we wouldn't have the company touching base with our family. We wouldn't have the company sending us to courses, because they know this thing happens, the past happens, for them to improve. So that's where we come in. I'm not saying it's not the right time, but we learn through all this. That's how we progress ourselves. And I would say yes, I will still pursue. Yeah, but much faster pace.
That's exactly what I would do as well. Pursue by a faster rate, perhaps clocking my sea time longer, and shorten my time in between contracts. Like Farhan mentioned, post-COVID, you've got a lot of policies and regulations about your paperwork as well. So it's really medical. So it's not easy post-COVID. Even up until now, like I mentioned earlier on, right? 2024, the year is almost ending, right? But you still have got COVID regulations in certain part of the world. So turn back time, say 6 years ago when I was 21, would I still pursue this? I would, but I would do a few things differently. Yeah.
I have to go back more than 6 years to 21. But honestly, if you ask me, 21 years old, I don't know if I would join the industry back then, because back then I had no idea. Like I said, I didn't even know what the job is to go and sail on board the ship. I didn't even know what is a seafarer. I didn't even know the existence of the word seafarer. Yeah, back then. So if you ask me 21 years old, would I go and sail? I don't know. I might not have even known about the job. I know that there's a job like that out there, but I don't know how to find out. So maybe I might not have gone out to sail due to the lack of information maybe back then. But right now, I think the newer generation very the newer seafarers now, or newer the younger students now, after their secondary education, right, they have more information available to them to find out about this. So for me, last time maybe no, but for the younger ones now, if they want to step into this industry, I say follow the advice of Farhan and Nafiz, because you want to start as early as possible, so that your end goal is not to get the COC 1 and then stop down there, but you start as early as possible to get past this this challenge of getting a COC1, and then you can move on in the entire industry. So you give yourself a head start, because a lot of us guys, we have these 2 years of NS ma. So we are already 2 years behind as compared to people in the industry. So start as early as possible, find out more, but don't start and test water. Do I like? Go and find out and then make an informed decision and just just go in and go all the way. Don't test water. Last time Captain Manor always say, don't try. This one not try. You come in and try, you will fail. Yeah. I mean, Captain Manor was my old instructor last time. Yeah. No such thing as test water. Go and find out more, talk to any one of us or any seafarer friends you know. Find out a lot more now, and then just both fit in wet.
So, when I was younger, just to share a bit, when I was younger, I used to have similar stern thinking where, when you go in, you got to go in full force, you don't try or you don't test waters and all that. But, as I grew over the years, I've befriended a couple of seafarers as well. And when I look at them, their life stories, right, some of them got married, some of them got kids, some of them trying to have kids and whatnot. So their responsibilities ashore does not allow them to continue sailing. And a lot of us, they have that fear of not being able to continue. And to that, I would say, don't worry about it. You can go into the industry, at least get started and get your class 3, right? So once you have your class 3, you are somewhere, right? If you look at our retention rates in Singapore, at least, a lot of us actually don't even have class 3 or class 5 engine equivalent. So then they will be either waiting to get married or waiting to get settled down. So I would say, if you want to try, test the waters, at least do so until your initial license, which is class 3 for deck and class 5 for engine. So with that minimum license, right, you can at least pursue something. You got a strong sense of footing here in Singapore, but the COC license works, in my opinion, is similar to A levels, in a sense where if you have class 2, right, you have A levels, so you are neither here nor there, right? So it's either you go forward to a uni to get your degree, which is class 1, or you just get a JC A levels. So in my opinion, the worst time to stop is class 2, in my personal opinion. And the best time to stop would be either class 3 at the start or class 1 at the end. So not in between. If for whatever reason you want to stop, say family commitments, financial commitments, perhaps your family is sick, whatever, stop if you have to. But try to push yourself. Try to get together with friends or like-minded people to sort of motivate each other and whatnot. Yeah. All I'm saying is stopping is not the end of the world. But try not to if possible. Yeah.
Anything you would like to add to that? Because I thought you were thinking.
No, I mean, what he says is right. When I say S water, I mean like you start the course half-hearted. You start, like, for example, you join our TMTA program, right? And then you join 1 month, or you don't know want to continue or not. That's what I mean by testing the water, you see. But if you're already in it, right, just like what Nafiz said, get your class 3, at least you're somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So overall, I think seafaring is a world where you can gain a lot of hands-on experience and technical knowledge, which you can bring back to the industry to contribute further. But also, I would say your companies, personally speaking, have helped you a lot by including you in work-related events, and then also like providing you with continuous learning opportunities, and also for you, they helped you personally with your family, and that made you really attracted to stay in the company. I mean, to retain in the company. So yeah, and I think I enjoyed listening to all of you. Thank you so much for sharing all your experiences. Thank you, Chinwoo, Nafiz, and Farhan for being here and sharing.
So for those viewers that know this podcast via you can actually contact Kesha, and Kesha can connect to
Yes.
any one of us. Yeah, no problem at all.
Yeah, you can fast forward the whole episode, but if you stop at the last part, right, then you hear this part, at least you benefit something.
I
Like
think,
you
I
learn.
think you can connect both.
you learn
right?
something.
Via LinkedIn, right? Via LinkedIn.
So,
Yeah, I think all of us are on
Anyone,
LinkedIn, so
yeah,
anyone. Can
anyone,
connect.
yeah.
Yeah, I think it's great that opportunities that are mentioned,
Mm.
like the TMTA program,
Yeah.
TMSS, SailMap. So yeah, I think more people should join.
Go and Google, you will find out more. Yeah,
Well, yeah, thank you for sharing.
No worries, no worries.
you're welcome.
Okay, thank you guys for your time.
Thank you.
Thanks for the
Bye.
coffee.
Bye-bye.
See you again.